Hello everyone, my name is Ali Shokri and I will be providing a brief introduction to our paper DepRes, which is a tool that helps programmers correctly identify fully qualified names of identifiers in a code snippet, as well as their related dependencies or third-party libraries. So in this paper, you can find an example of a code snippet that we stick to this example throughout the paper. This is an overview of DepRes approach, which consists of three different steps. So in the first step, DepRes learns that what dependencies more likely are going to be used together in a project or a program. So it learns from a repository of code, and basically DepRes finds the dependency declaration files, for example, POM, XMLs, Gradles, class path declaration, and so on, creates an item set of each of these dependencies and performs item set mining over this set. Also, it uses the information gathered from Maven repository to verify the correctness of these mined item sets. And moreover, it creates an annotated class hierarchies of all the classes, methods, fields inside each of these jar files created from or gathered from Maven. In the next step, DepRes looks at the code snippet and collects some evidences around each of the identifier in the code. And using Eclipse JDT, it tries to resolve some of those identifiers. And if there are some identifiers remained unresolved, which most likely it would happen, it uses a sketch-based approach to generate sketches of the FQNs of each of these identifiers. And then using the learned information or knowledge from the previous step, it creates a constraint-based problem and then incorporates an SMT solver, in our case Z3, to solve those constraint problems, and then finally generates the FQNs and dependencies. So like I said in the paper, we use data specific example here, and we provide a walkthrough over all these steps, that what's happening when you use that example. And here you can see that, for example, each of these identifiers, some of them are resolved by JDT and some of them are not, and then we create the sketches, and using the SMT solver we find the correct answer for FQNs and as well as their dependencies. So now let's take a look at the repository of DepRes and see how can we download the tool, use it, and generate the outputs. You can find the artifact or the tool itself from the repository of DepRes. So here there is an instruction on how to build the tool and actually use it to generate the desired output.